Hey guys, welcome back to Illusion Connect. In today's video, we're going to be going through an updated tier list for the game with all the new heroes in it. I haven't done my video on Hachishiki yet, purely because I'm waiting for the compensation to come in and get that extra copy to buff her up. If it doesn't come in the next day or so, I'll just do that video anyway, so let's get into it. And just before we get into it, we did just hit 10,000 subscribers on the channel. I thank you guys so much for the support. I really do appreciate it. So we're going to be doing a $100 Google Play giveaway. All the detaily stuff will be in the description below. But the basic gist is be subscribed, leave a comment, and you're in the draw. Don't spam though, because you only like multiple comments, don't give multiple entries. That's pretty much all there is to it. And then we'll do the draw about a week away in a video. So once again, thank you guys so much. Now let's get into the list. So big shout out to Nico Play Nick for this tier list. He puts them together in such a beautiful format that they look wicked. So big shout out to him. He's actually also started his own YouTube channel. Just got a few videos out getting started. So if you want to go check him out, I'll leave a link in the description. But this tier list, you can obviously see it for yourself. I wanted to go through it and talk about some things to note, because when you've got a team of 10 partners, there's going to be good partners in the lower tiers that are still going to see some really strong use. There's some other things that I want to mention, some things that I not disagree with, but I would rate a little bit higher just due to the fact of how they aid some of the top tier units and stuff like that. So when we look at the list, basically we've got the 3-star and max star. So 3-star being, you just obtain them, that's what they have. It doesn't have any of the lens upgrades. Max star being, once they get their lens upgrades, how good are they? Because some units really do skyrocket after they do get their lens upgrades, and that's where they become really strong. So just for instance, Nicola, once she gets her lens upgrades and she starts hitting 3 targets, she becomes a lot stronger. So basically, starting from the top, we've got Miyuki. Miyuki's like not just a beast for AoE, but also single target damage, just purely because if you wipe the board and it's only the enemy leader, that enemy leader is never going to get an ultimate off. They're just going to sit there with low rage and they can't do anything. Even in something like the daily trials for the tank one, where you got to tank out and mitigate damage and heal, she's just going to stop the enemy leader from ever doing the AoE, the Yuffie, so you're pretty sweet on that one. But so many good uses, and just that rage reduction that she does provide, just definitely a top tier unit. Kasumi should be coming out on global for players very soon. That's the banner a lot of people have been waiting for. Basically, the fact that she sacrifices her HP is a little bit of a downfall, but doesn't really matter. She steals shield and invincibility effects, increases her own crit damage and crit rate. So she just hits super hard in a column, really easy to get at the enemy leader with her and deal some massive damage. And you may say, yeah, but it's only a column. But the thing about only dealing damage to a column means your multiplier is higher, so you can get that heavy damage down that column, and really enables single target nukers to go ahead and attack that leader as well, because she's pretty much just going to delete anything in front of it. So really nice. Yuffie, obviously the best sorcerer in the game in my opinion, because not only does she deal massive damage herself, but she also enables the whole sorcerer team to work because of the damage that she provides to her allies. Really strong. Next up, Jemmy, the new hero. She does fall into god tier, just like, especially once you get her lens upgrade, which lets her revive twice. It is so strong. She functions as a pseudo tank that can deal massive damage. She has the extra life steal, so when she does come back, she's going to instantly use her ult and heal back up to full, survive a bit longer, maybe die again, then go. And what you can do is you can always bounce her back to the hand to get the re-effect of having all her lives again, or you can revive her and get all those lives back again as well. So really strong, and just can be an annoying hero on the board for like long periods of time, but also deal massive damage. At the same time, I absolutely love Jemmy and rate her super high, so she is in the god tier. Nicola, like I said, hits only 2 targets at the start, but once she starts hitting 3 targets, she does become really strong. I haven't had much experience with her. I haven't even done the beginner banner personally, just because I haven't pulled one, because I don't even want to do the beginner banner until I pull another Nicola so that I have a chance to upgrade her. So she sits there. Anna goes from S up to God, purely because when she gets her final lens upgrade, she gets really strong, because that special will start generating rage for her as well. So obviously she's got the the ultimate, which is a team heal, which generates 300 rage. Then her special is going to generate an extra 100 rage with that 30% chance at max stars, which means she's going to be going and getting 400 energy. So she's almost going to be at half energy basically after one basic attack after her ult. So it's pretty solid and just a reliable healer. The only real solid AoE healer in the game, so she just gets that position, and she is really strong. Now Shiki, Nico's put her at SS tier. I'm still testing, so I don't know where I would put her, but SS tier sounds about right. She's really strong. She's got that real strong 3 target damage. I love the same as Rhea. I like the random 3 targets. It means you can put her in different spots and not lock her in and not have to put her in the direct line of where you want to attack to actually have a chance to deal damage. Obviously with campaign and stuff, you can retry stages for the RNG and stuff like that. Also, she does have that effect where she's going to stun herself, which you can mitigate with the gear that you can get for it to avoid that. But on top of that, once she does get maxed out, she does increase her crit rate with every time she uses her special, which means she's going to be able to keep dealing that damage. Now, I'll go more in depth in the video on her specifically, but there's 2 different ways you can play her. You can play the damage mitigation way, where you build her a bit tankier, let her stun herself so that she can mitigate that damage with her passive, or you can put the gear on her which avoids it, but then she can deal more damage and you just put her in a back corner somewhere. Then Phoebe. Phoebe is, I feel in certain situations in the right team, Phoebe can become god tier. That's just my thoughts, because basically if you have 5 light and healer units in your team, I'm pretty sure it's light and healer, she's going to give 3, when she deploys, she's going to give 3 allies an invincibility buff for 20 seconds. So it's the Shanty buff on 3 allies for 20 seconds. And keeping in mind, you can bounce her back to the hand to reapply it, and you can also revive her to reapply it. She gets the second life. She's got AoE defense break. I would personally put her, if you had a team where she meets the requirements of 5 light and heal, I would personally put her up to god tier, because it just becomes a complete, it just adds so much to the team. When you've got 3 characters that are invincible for 20 seconds and you can bounce her or revive her to reapply it, it's incredibly strong. Then we have Selena sitting there in SS as the tank. Basically, the fact that she can heal, and she can heal the leader with her ultimate, which is really nice, but also the fact that she's going to have 3 lives. So she's got 2 immunity to deaths, so she's just a really hard tank to get through. Keeping in mind, once again, you can revive her to get those back, similar to Jemmy. Obviously Jemmy revives, but Selena gets those immunities to death, which is really strong. Then Vivian I really do like. I feel like Vivian is an underrated unit by a lot of people. I just feel like there's so many synergies. I feel like she does get people put her off because of her high energy cost, but once you've got her upgraded and the next unit gets 9 off their energy cost, even though Vivian is a 17 cost, it makes that next unit so cheap that your effective energy is much lower. Plus, she actually does decent damage with her ultimate, and also buffs her defense, so she can act as a real good stall unit and pseudo tank. And she's really good. Like, energy pooling becomes a big thing in this game, I find. So she's just really good at balancing out your energy usage. And then we have Maki. Now, Maki, some people rate her higher than this. If you have her ascended, I'd say she'd go into god tier, just because she has a stat boost over every other character in the game. She's the only one at the moment that can go to ascended, and that means she's just going to be incredibly strong. The fact that she can get those extra stat boosts on ascension would put her up into god tier with her at ascended versus anything else at 6-star. I feel like, and basically the amazing thing about Maki is not only that she does really strong single target damage, and she can sometimes proc and get those triple attacks, but it's the fact that anytime an ally dies, she's going to deal damage to the enemy leader, and she doesn't have to be on the field for this to activate. It's just if she's in your deck of 10, it's going to apply anytime an ally dies. The enemy leader is going to take damage, which is really, really strong. And then the next one I wanted to touch on quickly, we'll probably just browse over the rest, is going to be Kariah. Now, I rate Kariah really high in the early game when you don't have a complete set out team. She's just really versatile and has really strong utility. She's probably going to be my first or second 6-star. But yeah, just towards the end game, she falls off a little bit, but in early game especially, she's just got that, she's a reliable tank that can help protect your leader when you don't have the perfect team formed yet. I really do like Kariah. Then as we move on, obviously we've got Rikia and Pan down there, the two SRs that are really the top tier SRs in my opinion. Pan has so much usage. Rikia, just basically the cleanse alone is good enough, but the fact that she's also got the chance to stun and silence with her AoE, and then on top of that her special is going to silence for 2 turns once she gets maxed out. Really strong. Edward, I still haven't played with Edward, so I'm taking Nico's word on this one, ANS. He doesn't seem like the best unit, so that's cool. Jumping to Saya quickly, people ask me about Saya, they're like, yeah, but we can get Saya if we buy the $2 packs every day and stuff like that. We can get her max, but she doesn't deal that much damage. Saya's more used for her ability to insta-kill enemy partners. She's not there to nuke the boss, she's there to clear the way to the boss. So that's how she's getting used. Moving down, Diamond is one that I'm using heavily and I really do enjoy. I think A pretty much fits her, however you can basically make her more useful depending on how you synergize her with different characters. For instance, Jemmy, Selena, basically anyone, also Phoebe, when you get that invincibility. The fact that you can reobtain these amazing passives by the stronger heroes makes me like Diamond a bit more than A tier. I feel like she'd bump, in my opinion, up to S tier. Just like, so my thing with Diamond is basically that the more heroes that come to the game, or the more partners that come to the game, the stronger she will get, purely due to the fact that there's more passives that she can allow you to reapply that are going to be stronger. Like, so the more stronger passives that come into the game, the stronger she's going to get. And I wanted to mention the same thing about Amon and basically any reviver in the game. So obviously we do also have, if I can see her, there she is, Angela the same. Obviously with the revive, the revive is just going to become strong along with bounce back. I just feel like they're so strong, especially with, like I said, something like Jemmy, who is so amazing and can be so annoying for an enemy team. The fact that you can revive her and bring her back and get those effects again, or bounce her back to the hand and redeploy, it just becomes a really strong effect moving forward. But I think that's about it. The only other one I wanted to mention was Fenebeth. Fenebeth, even though she's low on the ratings, if you fight against certain comps and you only have a 3-star one, she can be really strong just to, like, not even to deal damage instead of healing. It's not for the damage, it's just to mitigate healing and stop the enemy healing. The fact that it's going to deal damage to them instead is really nice. Once she does get her lens upgrades and she does start activating that curse again on death, becomes really strong. And once again, you can revive her, get the curse again when she revives, and then when she dies again, get it again. So you can effectively get that curse on them 4 times at 2 turns per application. So she can become very useful in certain situations, and there's going to be a lot of other heroes that do have niche situations where they are going to be very strong. But that's about all I wanted to cover at the moment in this tier list. Once again, big shout out to Nico Play Nick for putting this together. Great format. If you're looking at it, like I said, 3 stars left, max stars right. I just want to look at the max stars because, hey, eventually we all want to get there. Anyway, guys, don't forget, leave a comment, be subscribed, go into the draw. But thanks for watching. Hope you have an awesome day, and I look forward to seeing the next one. Cheers.